that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he could get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
The L weaving its way through these quiet winter streets as all the action is inside the raucous Chicago Stadium. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards.
Welcome, fans, to the All-Star Game. Let's meet the starters for the West. At forward, making his 7th up and now. The starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time.
Welcome everyone to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. On my side, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this is the second time Chicago has hosted this mid-season classic.
Yeah, you go back to 1973, that's when they hosted their first one. The East won it 104 to 84 back then. That was the lowest combined score in an All-Star game, Kevin, since the 1950s.
We'll see if then tonight, Clark, they can surpass that total.
I would think they could. No shortage of scores on either side. I expect an up-tempo, fast-paced game, an exciting game with plenty of highlights and buckets.
Cannot wait. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird the forward. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. Now, English. Following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan. Here's Olajuwon, and it's good. Assisting on the play was English. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. Here's Thomas after the made shot from Karl Malone. Count the basket.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last three playing here tonight.
Here's Johnson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Magic Johnson in his 8th All-Star game now, 2nd in All-Star votes this year, and he hosts his own All-Star game in the summer in L.A. as a fundraiser. And I understand it's quite an event.
And Moses Malone Clark, the wily veteran for the Washington Bullets.
And you know, Kevin, his coach Wes Unseld says Malone has really added a level of aggressiveness to the Washington Bullets.
And he brings Clark a championship pedigree to the team.
No doubt.
And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed they do. Now here's Bird after the miss from Karl Malone. And it goes down 2 points. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
I'm going back to the 60s something. You tell me.
Yeah,
I know you
Bill
know.
Russell.
Yeah, right,
it's Bill Russell, 1960 to 63.
Of course. I'm glad we bring him up. A legend.
Yep.
Now here's Malone. Following the miss by Hakeem. Outside Thomas. To the inside. Bird against Malone. Shot's good from Bird. Bird's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
Yep, the Tennessee Volunteers should be here. There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. And here is English, following Larry Bird's 3, and the foul called on Larry Bird. That's foul number 2 for him. Patrick Ewing's checked in for the East. Rivers comes in for Thomas. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson kicks to Lever. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from English. He's off on that one. And the East now will go the other way with it. And Kareem looking to set the career record for All-Star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one.
Boy, once he's near the bucket, he's a threat to throw it down because Ewing has such great size.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most All-Star appearances by far in NBA history, Clark, and All-Star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first All-Star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
Here's Lever. Dominic Wilkins making his last shot there. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Doherty's checked in for Bird. Then for the West All-Stars, Worthy's checked in for Malone. McDaniel comes in for English. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Lever. .55 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Worthy. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right? Wow. Drexler outside. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. East All-Stars lead by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star game here in Chicago.
I'm just concentrating, y'all. That's all I'm doing, y'all.
On the win and the MVP hardware. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Worthy out there with McDaniel. Then there's Drexler. Then it's Johnson. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. The West trails by 12. Johnson with it. And the pass to Olajuwon. Worthy trying to break free. The grace of Hakeem Olajuwon. Something special to see. And here is the East now. And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about. And that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin, and, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Moses Malone. He's checked in for the East.
Moses Malone.
Here's Aguirre. Wilkins with the defensive effort.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Jordan trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Wilkins has got his second basket of the night. The West trails by 17. To stop the run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Johnson's length makes him hard to deal with inside, which is why he's able to draw fouls. And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
Levers checked in for Clyde Drexler. And both free throws good for Johnson. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point. Here's Johnson following the basket by Larry Bird. Jordan against Johnson. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Harkin, amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon. You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
First trip to the line for him here.
Larry Bird taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Bird hits them both. Johnson draws the double. The West trails by 17. Here's Malone. It's good. Malone's got his second basket.
And making his All-Star debut in his 3rd year in the league, Karl Malone, one of 4 players in the NBA, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Now here's Thomas. Malone in the post. He's defended by Olajuwon. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. Driving in. He kicks to Lever. Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Malone. And it's Olajuwon missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Pass to Bird. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bird's got 15.
Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up tonight as well.
The West trails by 19. Passes to
2
Olajuwon.
minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Johnson. Malone sets the pick for Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Malone. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. The East leading by 19. Here's Jordan. Tremendous pass from Bird. He can do it all. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
Jordan outside. Malone sets the pick for Jordan. Over Lever. And a great move by Jordan. Jordan's got 7 now in this quarter.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
East grabs the miss. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Baseline J on the way. Jordan with another miss. The West trails by 21. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Johnson. Here's Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk. And Clark, when you look at Akeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves. Now, here is Aguirre, following the miss by Michael Jordan.
And the Mavericks' Mark Aguirre actually got...
Yo, I'm not doing that. It's making him just throw up anything, yo. I'm not even doing that shit. Like, why would I fucking just throw the shit up? Yeah, man, like, come on. He ain't making...
Good D by Elijah.
So they gonna let him catch up now. They gonna let him catch up.
And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for the East All-Stars. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this.
I gotta think smart, because they trying to make him catch up. I can feel it. I'm just throwing up anything. Like, yo, I ain't even do that. I'm passing the ball.
Whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
They've got Michael Jordan. Dominique Wilkins out there with Bird. Then it's Malone, and it's Thomas in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Here's Johnson after Moses Malone score. There's the pass to English. Shoots over Wilkins. He hangs in there.
Oh, here we go. They doing it now. It's happening now. I can tell. Look, why would I throw it all the way down there? Like, come on.
When you don't do that.
And here's the Bird from the only out. The West All-Stars.
No, they doing it. They doing it now. They trying. Look at this shit. They bouncing. They flip. Look. They letting them catch up. I can't do nothing now.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Mr. Robinson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
The West trails by 17, and the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
And for a report on the center position, we take you over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin.
That's fucking bullshit. They doing it. They doing it. They letting them get.
Of course, Moses helped Akeem a lot when he was starting in the game. He worked with him down in Houston in the summertime on low post moves and how to really rebound the basketball. Now we see the torch being passed from one of the all-time greats to a future all-time great.
Look, I can't make nothing. I can't do nothing. They made 20 shots. I can't do shit. Look at this. They're making everything. Come on now.
This year.
Which indicates how much the fans are beginning to recognize and appreciate his excellence. There's a reason that Elijah Wan was drafted.
I'm trying to win by 15 and win the game. They just fucked that up.
To being one of the all-time greats. And in this day and age, you've got to have a dominant center to be able to compete for championships.
He is indeed a very special player. You're right. Here's Jordan. Following the score by Akeem Olajuwon, Thomas passes to McHale. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is the 4th All-Star game for the Celtics' Kevin McHale. Kids at home will want to learn how to score in the post. Just put the isolated camera on Kevin McHale, please. Moves on top of moves in the paint. And you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time. Moses Malone is not only a 6-time rebounding champ, but he's also a 10-time All-Star. He gives the Washington Bullets some real muscle inside.
Now here's Olajuwon. 12 points for him. And you think about it, Justin Clark, how about the All-Star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this, that sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. The West again cannot hit.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Ainge. Hits the front of the rim and out. The West trails by 17. Johnson attacking. And he gets the whistle.
Come on, man.
Talk about adding a 3rd referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly, with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the 3rd official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there. And with Patrick Ewing leading the way, the New York Knicks finally competitive again. The big man has quickly found a rapport with.
They let him look Magic. He just doing anything.
On the ride.
He can go outside in the car, sit in the car, and throw it in there and it go in.
All-Star game.
Yeah, I was part of the '82 draft when Worthy was the #1 pick out of North Carolina. He can hurt you on the block as well as in transition.
So refresh our memories. He was #1. Where were you taken?
I was number 8, Kevin.
That's right.
Number 8.
That's right. I knew that. I just wanted you to boast a little bit. And Clark, a slow start, but Michael Jordan is beginning now to get some momentum and heating up.
And the fans starting to take notice. They're feeling it a little bit, making some noise. They're certainly hoping.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look. Here we go. They let them catch up. I can't do shit. I'm telling you, I have a control in my fucking hand. I can't do shit.
The size and athleticism of Michael Jordan, Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of it.
Yep, great athletes.
There's not a place on the floor where Jordan can't hurt you. Efficient is what he is.
And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting him touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there. Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Kevin McHale, the bucket on the assist from Michael Jordan. And the East leads by 17. Johnson surveying the floor. Drexler outside. To the paint. Here's Worthy. And so it's the East All-Star. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I really gotta learn how to move my man. I'm learning it because they do got practice on here. So that's why I've been doing a lot of down the post shots. So I am learning.
The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. Down the stretch here, the East, Clark, out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been. On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got McDaniel. Malone is out there with Donaldson. And it's Drexler. And it's Lever here at the point. Now here's Drexler. Lever outside. Here's McDaniel. Pass to Drexler. Just 5 on the clock. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Donaldson. It doesn't go for it. The East lead by 15. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth quarter. 30 in the fourth. The kick out to Lee. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's McDaniel. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
Why the fuck did I'm not doing that?
Has to Lever. Malone.
Yo, I can't control it, yo. I'm telling you, I have a brand new club. What the fuck? I am not controlling this shit, yo. Look at him. Like, come on, man. Yo, back to move.
They cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind. Those teams are breaked up pretty good.
I can't get. They letting them do it. It's happening again. It's happening again. I can't do shit. They letting them catch up. Look, they down by a fucking knot.
All-Star appearance.
Strong young player from Wichita State. And some changes here for the East. Larry Bird's checked in for Ewing. Wilkins comes in for Danny Ainge.
I'm hitting a perfect shot, like a perfect shot.
English is checked in.
And after the Central Division, the Midwest has been the second most competitive division. Those teams are sitting at 10 games over 500.
6 to shoot. 3-point. The West grabs the miss.
I swear, if I don't win this by 15 and win this game, I swear I will not play this shit no more. I swear I won't play this shit no more. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
Enjoying his finest postseason Clyde the Glide Drexler making his 6th All-Star appearance. Worked over the summer with Kiki Vandeweghe to substantially improve his jump shot.
Now Jordan. Always going up for the alley here. On the wing, Drexler, defended by Bird. And Clark in the Midwest.
What the fuck is going on?
And they're doing it behind Hakeem Olajuwon. To me, he's the best center in the NBA. They certainly got a chance to give the Lakers a run for their money.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. That's fucking perfect. Back his ass down. Fuck out of here, man. I'm supposed to win by like 15 or 16. This is bullshit.
Obviously a huge part of the Hawks' success.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Olajuwon's checked in for the West. Johnson comes in for Drexler.
Magic Johnson.
And here is Johnson. The pass to Olajuwon.
They making, I'm telling you, they making everybody on their team is hot. Everybody. Don't let them get shit.
Johnson against Jordan.
I don't believe. Look at this shit, yo.
And the 6'9" forward, Carl Malone out of Louisiana Tech, playing for the Utah Jazz. Tonight, he's wearing number 7 to honor the great Pete Maravich, who himself was a 3-time All-Star with the New Orleans Jazz.
I don't believe.
On the defensive end, his team appreciates that.
They letting them just win this shit. Look, he going. Told you. Foul. Every time they go down is a foul or is a shot. Every time. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. Now 8. Look at this dumbass shit. I swear, I will not post this shit if I don't fucking win by 15 or 16. I will not. Look at this shit. You're kidding me. Like, you're fucking kidding me. Perfect. That's perfect. That's fucking perfect. That's fucking perfect. Look at, here we go. Here we, I can't get it. I hear it. Here we go. They doing it now. My man, come on, come on. Isaiah Thomas got that all the way. All the fucking way. Fuck out of here. Come on, man. Don't let them get shit. I had them by fucking 20-some points. 23, 21 points. Give me that. Going straight down. Come on, Bird. Come on, perfect. That's fucking perfect. That's how I know how to shoot. I'm not a fucking shoot. Don't foul him. I'm not a fucking shoot, yo. Why, here we go. They bouncing. He threw that shit from outside. Come on, man. Fucking bullshit. Here we go. Told you. I told you. Every time we go down, they're gonna make it or the foul. I told you. Told you this shit. Here we go. Watch. Now watch. I'ma prove it. I'ma prove it.
now for the West. Anderson is checked in for Elijah. Here they go, come for McDaniels.
Watch this. Now they got the ball. Watch this. Is a foul or is a motherfucking shot? Watch this. Here we go. Told you. Told you. Told you. Look at this. That's in there. Watch you throw. Watch you make it. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Make it. Watch this. Fuck out of here. That's fucking bullshit.
The favorites coming in, but they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored, but you still got to go out and prove it, and they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. That's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in the raucous crowd cheering on Michael Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.